Hello leaders, my name is Raine Gould. I am the Marketing and Business Development Coordinator for Leadership Niagara.
Hey, and I'm Shane Malcolm. I'm the Executive Director here at Leadership Niagara.
And this is Return on Leadership. Today, Shane and I will be talking a little bit about what community leadership programs entail and looking at benefits associated with developing your leadership skills. So, Shane, how are you today?
Good. Yeah. It's sunny outside, so that's good.
It is. I think it might be the last time we see the sun for a little bit.
Let's not think about that. So, so we're chit-chatting about community leadership today, and I think it's important for us to talk about, for those that are new to Leadership Niagara, welcome, but to talk and share about, how we define community leadership and what that means in our world and our space, right? So Leadership Niagara is part of a larger community of community leadership organizations across North America with pretty much the same mandate, right? The idea of it all is really, how do we inject individuals that live in a community to get them to be active, engaged citizens in the community that they live and work in. And that's really the crux of where community leadership kind of comes into play. And when we kind of talk about the community aspect of it, it's a multi-layered way of kind of injecting traditional leadership practices into a lens or into a space that's really talking about leadership on multiple levels. So how does that individual as a leader develop their own skills to help them in their own workplace, help them in their professional development, but also taking that a step further in terms of that active citizen space of how does that person then function as a change agent in the community that they live in, and then the benefits that obviously everybody reaps from that development.
So how I kind of see that is that we are a bridge between the two communities, the community at large as well as the private sectors. We help build and maintain those relationships between the individuals in the private sector and getting them involved in the community and building the community up in that format.
Yeah, right. Because I think that there's this saying that a healthy community is a thriving community, right? So what's good for the not-for-profit sector is good for business, right? So if we're tackling social issues, whatever social issues that we're facing or the community is rallying around to support and to eradicate, that all goes into kind of supporting the bottom line of any business or any organization in the larger scheme of an impact conversation. And I think that leads quite well into when we talk about benefits of leadership development or community leadership development for the participants in the program, right? Study after study kind of shows that investing in your employees in terms of time and talent, it does wonders in terms of your own ability to retain top talent, because you're part of an organization that is supporting your own growth, and there is a back and forth where people want to be where they feel valued. And so any kind of support with leadership or your own skill development, I think, is always a good nod on the side of the employers encouraging their staff to do well, right? And I mean, other studies continue to show as well the multiplier effect of such development, not just in terms of work energy and enthusiasm and a refreshed perspective when they get back in the workplace, and what that means for their peers or their colleagues that are now seeing this kind of rejuvenated state of not just their own confidence in their own leadership skills, but also the things that they bring to the table and the voice that they bring to the table after kind of going through immersive programs like ours.
So what I really like about the program itself is that you see all these individuals from the three sectors, the private, the public and the non-for-profit world, kind of going out into the community and becoming these flagships for their organizations, right? So we have all these different individuals going to the community, doing all this great work for not just for themselves, but for their organizations too.
And I think another benefit too that sometimes we don't talk a lot about is how complementary programs like Leadership Niagara is within the new HR world of internal organizational development plans, right? So internal leadership programs obviously support the managerial uptake and movement of people through the company. But the immersive experience that I think individuals get from, being peers with 30 to 40 other individuals that are share different viewpoints and perspectives of the same community that they all live in, but also a varied mixed bag of rich experiences and lived experiences that all contribute to a very strong experience when they are all together kind of tackling issues, right? Because you're coming at it from all angles and it's not the same kind of drone perspective that you might get where everybody's from the same background, same experience, that kind of thing. So
I also like the fact that we have people from different walks of life coming in, and it's not just a immersive program inside the organizations themselves, because you get those aspects from the other parts of the sectors as well. We have a lot of people from the private sector come in that work with nonprofit people and other individuals as well that really benefit from that networking experience. They're not just growing themselves, but they're able to grow their business as well.